So, we're human beings, and human beings are master feelers. Human doers can be master thinkers. And how do we kind of combine the beer and the doer in these challenging times so that we can remain authentic and begin to grow outside of the debris field that we're all carrying from the last 2 years of, let's just call it, misrepresentation of the truth?
Wow, that's a bomb drop question.
Yeah,
I
well,
might
we're
I
there
might
now,
take
buddy. We're 24 minutes in. We're launching. It's a carpet bomb.
I might take a little time to unpack this. So
Take your time.
the first layer of what you're speaking about is how do we connect the head to the heart? How do we connect the being and the doing? Right. And so the
Right.
chasm, what makes the chasm wider
Mm-hmm.
between knowing and doing, or head to heart, or
Mm-hmm.
being and doing, is really our awareness of self. And I
Mm-hmm.
know many of us have probably heard this, but slow down, take a breath. This is real for me. This is real for all of us. And that is, to the degree that I know myself, I know my triggers, I know my sadness, I know my joy, I know what lights me up.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm still healing from, right? Because there's a myriad of things that need to be looked at when we look at the human, right? And they all deserve love and attention. So that chasm between head and heart, knowing and doing, being and doing, is
Mm-hmm.
really the self-awareness, right? It's written on the temple at the Apollo, know thyself. And it's
Mm-hmm.
written there for a reason, because our society and our phones and really the construct of this matrix that we're inside of, it is designed to make you not know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you don't know yourself, you're more easily monetized.
Mm-hmm.
You're easy to be shamed and guilted about what you should buy to make you look pretty, or as a
Mm-hmm.
man, how much muscle you should have, how much money you should make. You're easy prey when you don't know yourself for the people that want to monetize your soul. And so that's the
Mm-hmm.
first layer. And then the second layer is, once you have the courage and you have the coaching or the guidance to get yourself to a place where you know yourself better, well, then it's so much easier to deflect the monetization from unconscious capitalism. It just washes off your shoulder like it ain't no thing. You don't need to
Mm-hmm.
buy the newest shoes, the newest phone, the newest anything, because you know who you are. And you know that nothing outside of you that you purchase is ever going to fill the hole in you, because you're already whole and complete. And that's the work that we're all doing. And
Right.
so the space between head and heart, and the space between incessantly doing and just being, it comes to know yourself. It comes by knowing yourself. And then from that place, it comes from an inventory process. And a really powerful one, actually, Ed, that I've been
Mm-hmm.
doing for a long time with clients is I'll just get a basic journal. This is super simple.
Right.
I'll get a journal, and on the right side of the journal, I'll write 10 things that are causing me the most pain. And typically what I do with myself and with clients is, before I do this, I'll go out into nature. I'll do maybe a 7 or a 10-minute breath practice, whatever my body's calling for that day. Most likely it's going to be a box breathing meditation, because it's in the morning for me and I want to get more grounded. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to blast off in the morning with some big circular breath practice. And then from that stillness, I write the 10 things that are causing me the most pain. And everybody really feel into this, because this is huge. It's going to seem simple. Your subconscious might try to kick it out and be like, whatever, Josh, that's too simple. It's not going to work. Well, are you
Right.
going to do it? Because if you do it, it could change your life. 10 things on the right side of the paper. Feel into them, the things that are causing you the most pain, the most stress, the most anything other than peace. Then on the right side of the paper, write 10 things that you truly are grateful for, not just
Mm-hmm.
ticking boxes here. Like, really write down, like, I'm grateful for my wife. I'm
Mm-hmm.
grateful for my son. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for grass on my feet. I'm grateful for an espresso and clean water. Like, really feel them. Then
Mm-hmm.
this is the big part. You look at the 2 pages, you circle the one that's causing you the most pain, and then you circle the one that you're most grateful for. And then you take a breath and you call your coach, or you call a really trusted friend. And I want to be very specific here. When you do reach out to a coach or a friend that you're going to share this inventory with, you have to make sure that there's someone that supports your dreams. There's someone that actually wants you to succeed. They want the best for you. Be careful who you share your emotional inventory with, because unfortunately or fortunately, sometimes we surround ourselves with people that like to sabotage us because we want to stay small. So be very careful about who you share this with, and then share with them. So if I was working with you, Ed, I would say, Ed, I've done my inventory and I've circled the thing that's causing me the most pain. So I want to work with you and I want to share with you. I'm committed to changing this one thing. And the reason I'm committing to change it is because I love this thing that I circled so much. And then when times get real hard, and because your will be tested when you go to change your life, you will meet resistance, and resistance will block you. So in order to work with a coach or work with a friend or work with yourself, you have to first know what's the number one thing that's causing you pain, because that's another program that people run. There might be 10 things that are causing them pain and they'll go, oh, I don't know where to start. Oh, I'm just not going to start. It's like, well, get clear on what's the number one. Then from there, you ask the person, can you hold me accountable to this? Or can I ask for your support in this? There is power in that declaration. There's power in being vulnerable and asking for support. So it's this nice emotional inventory process that's so simple. It's so simple, but it's so freaking powerful because it involves truth. Anything that involves truth is really, really powerful. And of course, before this inventory and before the vulnerability and accountability, we use the breath, because it's only from that place that we can get really clear about what our body is telling us. As you know, the body is the subconscious mind. So that's a great place for everyone to start, especially with what we've been through in the past couple of years of, I would say, mind control. I would say it's actually more sinister than the truth being misrepresented. I think it's a global psychology operation where we are literally seeing around us who is psychologically strong and who is not.